welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Indiana Hoosiers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for space. It's Joyner. Makes his man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be second down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Red pass hits complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Joyner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running to the left. Runs through a tackle. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
people talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Now the play fake. Right on the money. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
To the ground with the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might be changing the route. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker.
turning it on. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
He's got him. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down.
23 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. He tries to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. The defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense...
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. He's got it at the 15. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Here we go. Motion from the wideout. Power football with the one. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground with the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Got his man in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He's going to fire deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lets it fly. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's complete on the right side. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gonna let it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him.
Breaks into the open. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type.
He's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Complete to the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Field goal is good. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That's reeled in. It's Pickett. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll try the left side. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Plows through the defense. Oh, there's the ball. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got it.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Joyner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He's turning it loose into the middle. He got it! Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Montgomery. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Running free. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing them where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Trying to find the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it's like the defense knew on third and goal, they're not a tackle in the middle. They're going to go to the outside, they run the touch pass, and they fly after it, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. Fourth and goal, what you going to do, offense?
Touchdown, Indiana! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He's got it for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, number 19. taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Going for it all. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll line up to go for two. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Complete to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Turning it on! He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. He's at the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped or scored like what happened right there.
Here comes the two-point try. The snap sets up to throw. Now adjusting. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Texas Tech, 26.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air, it's Montgomery. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.